Hello everyone, it's Joel Davis with United Medical Transportation Providers Group, and youarethebroker.com, helping you to build a highly effective and highly profitable broker business. We have a lot to discuss today because you guys have sent us phenomenal emails, so many emails, hater emails, emails of support. Great questions. We have to discuss everything from insurance to vehicles and marketing. We have a lot of things to discuss today, but this is going to be a long video. Let me start with my apology because I got it wrong. And a good man has to admit when he's been wrong and when it's time to be humble. All right, ladies and gentlemen. A good man has to admit when he's wrong, and I got it wrong. I predicted that the businessman in office was going to be reelected and stay in office, but it appears that the news media has gone ahead and declared the dementia patient president. So therefore, because the news media has declared him president, well, I guess he's president because the news media said so. So I got it. No, wait. So if he's not legally president, I guess he's not president. Oh, I guess the businessman in office is still in office. And oh, by the way, he's going to remain in office. Joel, you're crazy. Okay, let's go ahead. Stay tuned and let's watch. I'm even more motivated, enthusiastic, and affirmed in my position that he's going to be reelected than ever before. I could tell you multiple reasons why. We could discuss all the voter fraud, the anomalies, the irregularities, the software glitches. Yeah, those glitches, they sure are BITCHs. We could talk about all those, but that'd be an absolute waste of time. I'll let you pay attention to the fake news, lamestream media, because they are just engorging themselves. They're having orgasms on TV thinking that the dementia patient has been elected. Wait until they realize he's not. Wait until this goes to court. There are so many legal standings on so many fronts. That businessman office is going to be reelected, and they are going to absolutely nuke their villages, which honestly, I don't care. But let me tell you, now I was wrong because I said that the businessman in office was going to be reelected. I said it wasn't going to happen on election night, it would be thereafter. I got it wrong. I actually thought it was going to come down to Pennsylvania, take a couple extra days, battle it out a little bit, fall short of the Supreme Court. I was wrong. Now we got multiple fronts. The Supreme Court has already thrown in their hat in the ring. They're already starting to look at stuff, and it's only going to expand. And you want it to go to the courts because when it goes to the courts, you've got to provide evidence, and evidence is going to abound and just flourish. Here's the problem. Here's where all the loon tunes got it wrong. Now, I got to step back, and I've told you all for years upon, some of you have been with me for 10 years plus. You know, I have always referred to myself as a biblical capitalist. Bottom line, I vote on my money, no question, but I vote on my biblical beliefs, bottom line. Biblical beliefs, then money. Republicans hate me because they are spineless sellouts, as is evidenced by these Republicans who are now distancing themselves from that businessman in office. You're a fool, you're feckless, you're spineless. The loon tunes, I mean, come on. You're on display 24/7. I mean, come on. You're godless, hypocrite, anti-American, haters, all that stuff. So you're self-explanatory. Through this process, through what is transpiring, through what is so painfully obvious, it underscores I am a biblical capitalist, but I make no bones about it. I am a Trumplican. I am a straight up Trumplican. That Trumplican, that businessman in office, here's what confuses, compounds, confounds, just absolutely sends them into a tizzy and a frenzy is the fact that they don't understand him. They still don't understand that he's not a BITCH like all the spineless Republicans. He's not going to play the game like a Bush, either of the Bushes, like all these traditional sellout spineless Republicans. That businessman in office does not play the game like that. He is a fighter. He fought your Russian collusion hoax. He fought your spying on his campaign. He fought your Ukrainian. He fought your Mueller. He fought your impeachment. I don't know. This is just one more play of the coup. And what is that man's response when the fake news lamestream media is declaring the dementia patient president and they're having great speeches, parties in the streets, because somehow they all figured out how to totally immunize themselves and eradicate the coronavirus, because that was such a real serious pandemic that now it's all good. It's gone. They solved it last night. Clearly on TV, you could see that. But they're celebrating in the streets. They're crying on TV. The fireworks are going off. And what does that BOSS in office do? He goes golfing. He goes golfing. Because he is about to own you. Just like in Sun Tzu's Art of War, let them think they're winning. Draw them close to you. Let them engorge themselves. Let them fill themselves with happiness and enthusiasm. And then you strike. That is exactly what's going to happen.
Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you, and you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters. You know, I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. You know, it's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around. And this is a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day. But for a whole lot of people, it's a good day.
Oh, man. I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, look, I'll admit, it takes a big man to cry on TV. I'll admit, it takes a big man to cry on TV. But it takes an even bigger man to laugh at that man who's cried on TV. That is, dude, go start, if your acting skills are god-awful, so let's just take that off the table. You need to go back to acting school. If you already did, get a refund. It's laughable. But again, when you consider that businessman, while you're crying on TV, they're engorging themselves in the streets, they're popping up fireworks, that BOSS is golfing. The best is yet to come. Joel, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not. I'm just a practical realist. Let's go ahead, let's dive in, because we got a ton of emails, a ton of questions. I am so sorry for getting it wrong. I said that businessman in office was going to be reelected within a few days. Guess what? I was wrong. It's going to take longer, but he's still going to be there. All right, let's get down to it. We got a lot of emails. We will do our best. There's no way we're going to get through them all, but we'll at least hit a couple of them here, because you know I'm going to go off on some tangents. So we'll do our best, that's for sure. You know I always like to start off with a good, strong, quality hater email. You guys kind of disappointed last week. I didn't get much last week, but we did get a good one now. You're a moron! It's people like you that keep tearing this country apart instead of bringing people together. F you and your channel. And they say the word F-U-C-K. Of course, this is anonymous. Rarely do people put their own name. But remember, a couple weeks back, Rob, my new mentor, who woke me when he told me I'm an effing idiot, that woke me. That woke me. That made me want to bend the knee, wear not just one mask, but 2 masks and a visor, gloves. Even when I'm driving in the car by myself or walking out in the sunshine myself, I need to make sure I'm double mask, visor, gloves. Got to have them. So at the end of the day, remember, I'm woke because of my new mentor, Rob. But I give Rob credit because he put his name on it. This email, again, another anonymous, you're a moron. It's people, that's so unifying. It's people like you that keep tearing this country apart instead of bringing people together after you just called me a moron. F you and your channel. Again, I'm with you. I'm woke. Rob woke me. I bend the knee. I wear triple and double mask, visor, all that stuff. Here's the good news about this. I take no offense in being told I'm not a unifier because at the end of the day, even Jesus said, I came to divide, separate wheat from chaff, mother from daughter, father from son. So if Jesus doesn't have to unify, even I don't have to unify. All I need to do is be painfully practical and honest. F you and your channel. I challenge you to go through any of my videos. Never do you hear me say, click the button, smash the bell, subscribe, share, like. I disable the comments because I don't have time to reply, and I honestly don't care. These videos are as much for my own personal enjoyment and therapy as they are for directly communicating with the people who I'm working one-on-one with and are coming into our network, so I don't care. Obviously, I don't know if you were already subscribed. If you are, and it's time. Not all relationships are made to last forever, so if you got to bounce, you got to bounce. You can go unsubscribe. I'm cool with that. I am not a social media influencer expert. I don't aspire to that. I'm good. I don't have to. I don't need to have advertisements on here because I don't need that money. Because at the end of the day, my honey pots are good. I'm making money. I'm good. I don't need it. So I get it. I let you down. I didn't unify. I didn't bring you in. So F me and my channel. I'm a moron. So in the past couple weeks, I've been, let's see, effing idiot. I'm a moron. I'm obnoxious. There's a couple other good ones you guys put out. Loved it. But before we leave and go on to the next one, let's just quickly consider and evaluate some of your Loon Tune logic.
Entertainment organization that has a news outlet would hire these people. I also want to echo something that my friend EJ said. It's not only that Trump has to lose, but that all his enablers have to lose. We have to collectively, in essence, burn down the Republican Party. We have to level them because if there are survivors, if there are people who weathered this storm, they will do it again. They will take this as confirmation that, hey, it just pays to ride the waves. Look at me, I've made it through. And so up and down the ticket, federal, state, local offices, the country has to repudiate this. This has become a dysfunctional anti-government party. That is not what the country wants and what it needs.
Now seriously, that's Loon Tune logic. That should scare the hell out of everybody. Not only does she say that, she actually thinks it and believes it, as do all the other drones sitting on that channel who are all bobbing their head. You better look like us, you better talk like us, you better act like us, you better think like us, you better speak like us. If you don't, there's going to be no place for you in polite society. Well, F your polite society. You know what your polite society is? That's your weak-kneed, spineless Republicans who are going to go along to get along. They want to lose with grace. Like that sellout Uri Fleischer who said, well, give the businessman in office a couple of days and then he's going to concede. That's what you Loon Tunes don't understand. That's why I'm a Trumplican. I'm a Trumplican, not the spineless Republicans who want to lose with grace. Absolutely not. You watch that video, what your girl just said, she wants to burn down half the country. Burn down the party. You already knew that the country was divided. Oh, yet here you are, you're trying to unify? You're trying to unify? And half the country, you want to burn them, bury them, destroy them. And there's no place for you in polite society. It's lunacy, and that's why you're a godless hypocrite. Joel, you're crazy. You go off on tangents, but don't I always? I get it. All right, now this email, this is actually a compilation of a couple emails that comes from a girl I'm working with right now, a Latina, her and her husband doing well, working hard, doing great. They reside in a communist state. but they got a nice little pocket of opportunity where they're at, loving it. So we're doing some good work with them. She says, I love your videos. I love your videos. I love it. You're a moron. I love your videos. You're a moron. I love your videos. I love it, man. And you know what? I hope that person who called me a moron, I hope you're a grown ASS man, because now I got a Latina who's like working hard doing her thing, who says, I love your videos. You are ruthless and don't sugarcoat anything. Some people can't handle it. I appreciate the honesty. I love it. I love it. I work with some awesome people, man. So for those of you watching this I've worked with you one-on-one, just know that I appreciate you, because I work with some great people. And you know what? I'm going to make a side note. I work with awesome people, all ages. I got some old timers I work with. I got some young bucks, male, female, black, white, Hispanic, red, yellow, brown, pink. I work with some awesome people, man. And it's so good and refreshing to see when I got people who come from varied backgrounds, but they don't buy into the lunacy. Love it, man. Anyways, this hardworking Latina writes, yes, we've already been added to the queue for your media team to start working on the website. Awesome. So for those of you, we're in the process of building her website. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, my media guys, we are running a little behind. I'm still trying to hire another person. We got 4 people on our team for our media team, trying to bring on a 5th person, interviewing different people. I got to get the right person. When we do the websites, we're also going to do your marketing material, because we want continuity of messaging and branding. We want your website, the marketing materials, everything from your uniforms, your vehicles. We want continuity of messaging and branding, so that's why it's important. But no, it's taken. I'm just telling you right now, we got a lot of projects in our queue. We're kind of backed up a little bit. Again, this is a compilation of a couple emails she sent us. When she's talking about insurance, she was paying at one point, and she's in a communist state. She was paying $9,500. No, I take that back. Because year to date she had $9,500 in expenses on her P&L, and I asked her about it. I said, "What's the deal with this $9,500 for insurance per unit?" And she said, "After signing up with you, we've been working with blank insurance agency, and we're able to get our premiums down from $11,000 per unit to $5,000 annually." That is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. So if you're an active UMTPG member, you need insurance, reach out to us. We'll see what we could do. We have been getting so many solicitations for insurance. People want to save on insurance that some people, we've been referring some people that we are starting to develop relationships with, different agent, brokers and partners. She is in a communist state, and she went from $11K per unit down to $5. I'm going to tell you right now, I even told her, I said, that blows my mind, because our agent partner, I didn't even think he could do that well. I'm just going to be honest with you. So that is an absolute anomaly. That's why I told her, I said, man, you take this and run with it all day. Love it. She's in a communist state. I never thought that our buddies over at that insurance agency could get it down to $5K a unit. Absolutely phenomenal. So if you're trying to get insurance, make sure you go to umtpg.org, enter in your info, make it clear you're looking for cheaper insurance. We'll do the best we can. We can't make any guarantees. I'm telling you right now, man, I never could have predicted that she would get this low in the communist state that she's in. She continued on, because we went back and forth. I was congratulating her on her hard work and everything, and she said, amen to that. People like us, all we want is to hustle and succeed, you red-blooded American. We don't want to be chasers or the White Walkers. Oh, you little Game of Thrones fan. You're using my words here. We don't want to be chasers. We don't want to be White Walkers, all the mindless drones, with all the free advice, all the brother-in-law advice, all the free advice that is destroying our industry. Absolutely destroying our industry. Why? How do I know this? Because so many of the people who go out there and waste so much money follow that stupid free advice that's painfully and readily available online, and after people have wasted time, wasted money, wasted effort, signed the wrong contracts, getting screwed over on their agreements, then they contact us. Then they contact us for help. And then they got to spend more money, waste more time, and we're stuck playing cleanup duty. Stop listening to the brother-in-law advice. If you want to be a chaser, you want to be one of those White Walkers, one of those drones, one of those zombies, and follow all that free stuff, go do it, man. It's just, man. She said we don't want anything for free, and we mind our own business, go about our lives. God, love it, man. That's when we decided you were legit and we needed you in our lives. Laugh out loud. And you have been our lucky charm because we've been working for a little bit and we're doing some good things for them. Ever since signing up, good things started happening. Trust in the fat man. The major premium decrease working for their insurance. For some strange reason, we started receiving calls for private pay. What am I always preaching? Do not build your house on sand, i.e. do not make yourself dependent upon Medicaid brokers. All you will do is enslave yourself. You want to pursue private work, private contracts, private service agreements. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. People like us, all we want is to hustle and succeed. Exactly. Latina? That's not a real name, but she's Latina, so. We don't want to be chasers or White Walkers. We are not afraid of winter. That is so classic, man. Love it, you little Game of Throner. We don't want to be chasers or walkers, and we are not afraid of winter. Winter is coming. The dementia patient who supposedly in office said it's going to be a dark winter. I love it. I love it. Oh, the true boss is coming. All right. Hello. Love the DVD. A lot of good information. Okay, so this is one of our TPG members. He got that DVD. I told you, we've sent out over 250, maybe 60, whatever, 200 plus videos for that. I told you it's a recording, a conference call regarding the market analysis, how to go out there, build your strategic, how to deploy a strategic strategy for going after facilities. So if you haven't got that DVD, if you're already a TPG member, it's free. It's free. The reason why we're telling you is to contact Karen with your updated address, and so we're not shipping stuff out and it's getting returned to us. That's a waste of everyone's time. Plus, I want our database as highly targeted as possible, especially because in the new year, 2022, because remember, we play the game from ahead, not from behind. We are always thinking and preparing 1 year ahead of time. So while everyone's busy thinking that we're coming up on 2021, that game is already being played. We are preparing ourselves for 2022. So if you're already an active member, we've already sent out 250 DVDs, which means we still have, another 100 plus, 150 plus people who haven't contacted us. It's free. Email Karen at milliondollartransportation.com with your updated mailing address so we can ship it out to you. It's, again, hello, love the DVD. A lot of good information to soak in. I heard you mention a system for your in-house. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. I heard you mention a system for your in-house accounting that's better than QuickBooks. Which one? Where are you talking about? Thanks. Appreciate the help. One other thing I want to share with you, the more the people at these get to know me, the more business I'm getting, and I've been put at the top of call list. Good. You're obviously working. You're soliciting. You're putting yourself out there. And it's funny because I told you how long ago, earlier this year when this scamdemic first hit, what did I say? You are going to see a distinct difference from red and blue states. Now this guy is, if I recall correctly, he's also in a communist state. So he's in a communist blue state, but they're starting to open up where he is. So he's working hard. He's putting himself out there. So a lot of people will still contact us that they're still shut down. And they are. There are still some pockets, some places, some states where people are still shut down. And our client providers, our business owners, can't squeeze out a drop. It's absolutely laughably ridiculous and disgusting. But that is your loon tune logic. Politics affect policy, which directly affects your business. That three-piece puzzle the loon tunes can't seem to figure out. Let's see, I've been putting on top of call list. Joel, I give a 2 thumbs up like. Siskel and Ebert, laugh out loud, thanks again. Joel, I give a 2 thumbs up like. Siskel and Ebert. Many of you are too young to remember Siskel and Ebert. That is old school. That's old school right there. They used to do, two older dudes used to do a movie review each week, man. That was before the internet is what it is. Siskel and Ebert, that's classic. So anyways, what he's talking about with the accounting system, we have admin accounting. If you're an active member of UMTPG, you get it for free. Use it. He says it's better than QuickBooks. I'm not saying it's better than QuickBooks. I'm saying some people like QuickBooks, some people don't. When we developed admin accounting, my accountant was actually involved in the process because she said 90+% of the features and functionality of QuickBooks, even the accountant doesn't use. So all we did was pare down to what we need. That's why it's so easy. So one of our client members in one of the previous emails and videos said that because remember, I've been pounding all you guys. You got to be able to in-house your numbers. You should be able to pull up a P&L, couple of keystrokes away at any time. You should be able to have a P&L. So what I'm saying is, if you're not using QuickBooks or something else, if you're already a UMTPG member, you got a free membership to admin accounting. Use it. It's painfully easy. So thank you for that great email. Hi Joel, hope you and your family are doing well. I thought I would check in with you now that it appears like your grandpa Biden is going to win. But is he? Really sucks, but looks like that may hold the Senate, which is a big deal. True. Trump will come back in 2024. Actually, the businessman in office is going to be reelected. And there's a true Trumplican now going through all this. I firmly want, desire, and believe we need, number one, the businessman in office is going to be reelected. He is going to stay there through 2024. And my hope, this is just me. I haven't. When I was predicting that the businessman in office was going to be reelected, I use a number of variables. My wife says that I'm on the spectrum because this is why I'm a numbers guy. I like numbers. I like looking at things. I want patterns. I evaluate different things. But my hope is, and I haven't put too much thought into it, but I'm pulling for it now, going through this nonsense. The businessman in office is going to be reelected, going to be there through 2024. And who comes up in 2024? Donald Trump Jr. Why? Because we need a Trumplican. Not the spineless, weak-kneed Republicans who want to lose gracefully. There's dignity in losing, but we captured a moral victory. You're freaking insane, especially when you consider the alternative of that Loon Tune chick who says we need to burn half the country, burn down the Republican Party. Are you crazy? If that were true, then honestly, you have no alternative but to fight because they're coming for your head. So no, if you're referring to the great Uncle DJT coming back in 2024, no, we don't have to worry about that. He's going to remain. His son will come in 2024. Let's see here. He says, how is business? We have been getting really busy. Phenomenal. We have been doing pretty good. We are up to 10 vans and 13 employees and looking to continue to grow as long as the communists don't shut down the economy again. Let's see. We worked together maybe 2 years ago tops. Everything runs together sometimes. But he started with a single vehicle in a communist state. He crossed the border into a capitalist state. Boom! Goes from one vehicle 2 years ago to 10 vans, 13 employees. Love it. Kudos to you. Absolutely loving it. Okay, another one. This is from a good dude, hardworking dude, starting small. Came to doing one-on-one coaching with them. Came to one of our live events. When I called a local facility for a follow-up call, the sales manager answered the phone. She asked me to stop by on the same day. I scheduled a meeting time, and long story short, closed the deal. She gave me a wheelchair referral the same day. Awesome. God gave the increase, no question. God be the glory. I picked up the wheelchair client this afternoon with his son and got paid cash. Cash is king. I'm going to send the sales manager a thank you note with a $10 Starbucks gift card. Hopefully this turns into more trips. Now, here's why I put this in there. First and foremost, Starbucks. That's what the Looney Tunes drink. Come on, man. What, you a junkie? Come on, man. You got to be drinking Dunkins. America runs on Dunkin'. May your iced coffees always be cold. And your Boston cream donuts always fresh. Spoken like a true fat man. I'm going to send the sales manager a thank you note. Absolutely. Especially at the beginning. Send a personal thank you note. Always do that. I agree with that. But do not send the $10 Starbucks gift card. I'm not sure about this type of facility or her role. You say she's the sales manager, I think. Don't send a direct gift like that because, especially depending on the type of facility, that could put her. You fall into Russian collusion. This is Russian collusion. Rather than sending the personal direct gift, what you want to do, especially as we're coming up on the holiday season, which will be interrupted a little bit by all the Looney Tunes as they're nuking their villages. But what you want to do is, rather than give her a direct personal gift for $10, is give something to the department or the unit or the floor. So it's not personal one-on-one. It's more for everyone's benefit. So where we used to do a lot of work on different facilities that would have different floors, different units, skilled care, assisted, memory care, all those type of things. We would bring different types of high quality chocolates and all that kind of stuff. We wouldn't give them to people specifically, you give them to the unit. So that way you're never going to be accused and you never put her in a bad spot that she's receiving gifts or kickbacks or anything like that. There's no Russian collusion. Here's what I want you to do. For those of you who haven't yet studied my DVD series, get the DVD series. We talk about the marketing aspects in detail. If you're doing one-on-one coaching, you're going to get the DVDs for free. Otherwise, go purchase the DVDs. But there's so much content in there where we talk about different marketing strategies. So should you, first of all, 100%, you've got to make sure you send the sales manager a thank you card, no doubt. Your client, even send them one too. Now look, it's going to be hard to do that when you got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of clients. But it's like anything. You're building a foundation. You're trying to build momentum one by one. But again, here it is. We're in November. If you don't already have your plan in place, your marketing strategy for Thanksgiving, for Christmas Day, you're crazy. Where have you been? Where have you been? I mean, we're already supposed to be playing this game in 2022. So if we're coming up on Thanksgiving in 2020, it's like you better already have your marketing plan in place and your engagements, your personal promotional engagements in place for how you're going to be dealing with people like this, the different units, the different facilities that you're going to be working out of, and they're all different. You know, there's the way you interact with hospitals, and I talk about this in the DVDs. The way you interact with hospitals is different than rehab, different than some nursing facilities, definitely different than the way you're going to engage with assisted living or independent facilities. I mean, you should never have a one size fits all, even with your pricing. So for those of you who we developed the executive welcome packet for, we're going to develop those retail rates, but understand those rates are going to change, number one, depending on the type of facility. So you may have multiple versions of the executive welcome packet because you're going to feature different pricing, especially not only for the different type of facility you're going to be working with, but volume. You don't just give discounts because, okay, well, if we start working here, we'll give you a discount. No. It's got to be incentive based, as in you've got to be able to give us volume. If we don't have a legitimate exchange of volume, a discount for volume, then what are we wasting our time for? Why am I giving you a discount if you're not going to give us volume? And you could have different points of measurement. Get the DVD series if you haven't. We were going to do this as a, what do they call it, Black Friday special. But I'm so enthusiastic about everything that's going on because that businessman in office is going to remain in office. Any of you who get our DVD series, we're also going to include a free copy of one of our round table gathering events. That's I think it's 5 or 6 discs. I don't know, we got a bunch of different series here, but I think it's 5 discs. That is going to have some phenomenal. We're going to free. So anybody right now who gets the DVD series, we're going to give you a free copy of that round table gathering, which is a 5 discs. I'm almost positive it's 5 discs. That's huge. That's huge. That has great content, great feedback from a lot of our attendees, things like that. Get that. It's just more added value, and you need. This is also a great email. I included it because you don't want to be one of these chasers or white walkers where you have to chase every single trip, every single sale. Because guess what? You get tired, and it's hard work. You don't want to be a chaser. You want to be a creator. You want to be a creator. You want to create your business so that your business overfloweth, that it comes to you. And there's many ways to do this. with specific facilities. So great question. Love it. And kudos to you. You're just starting the business, opening up the doors. Good things are going to come. Good things are going to come because you're a hardworking dude. You got a great personality, smart, sharp. Let's see. This one came from Amelia. Amelia put this one in here. So Amelia, reoccurring theme is okay. So this person was responding to one of Amelia's. I don't know if it was my newsletter or one of Amelia's emails. He said the reoccurring theme is experienced. I am not. I am a technology professional looking to break out of the work for someone else model and start something on my own. The brokerage model looks like exactly the right kind of flexibility I've been looking for. What are the obstacles for a newbie, as Joel calls them, that might prevent me from figuring out this business? I want to learn. How can I do this with little or no previous experience? That's a big question. Big questions, plural. That's highly loaded. There's no question. I mean, look, the broker business, phenomenal. I've had my broker business since launched it in late 2011. 2012 was our first calendar year, and I still got it. 9 years, doing exceptionally well. We made more with that than we did the NEMT business. In terms of, so it's a great opportunity, 100%. You're talking about gaining experience for business acumen, which is phenomenal. Everything for, let's see, figuring the business out. Here's what we're going to do. We offered it earlier this year. We're going to do it again right now. If you're serious, I want you to email Amelia. That's Amelia, Emilia Daniels at yahoo.com. Amelia is my personal assistant. She works with me in my broker business and also youarethebroker.com. Email Amelia. Let her know we are going to do the training only. We're gonna send you the training only material option. So if you're gonna come in and be a licensee for youarethebroker.com, coming in and becoming an active licensee is $20,000. But we are going to get you the training only material so you could learn the business. I don't want you to just dive all in. I want you to learn the material, learn the content. It doesn't include the one-on-one coaching with one of my regional directors. But again, you're going to get a big box in the mail, a bunch of DVDs, a training manual. Amelia will be able to answer a lot of your general questions because, again, she works with me in my broker business as well as with youarethebroker.com. So I want you to email Amelia especially because you're a newbie, I want you to learn as much as possible before you go all in. So the training only material, rather than paying $20,000 coming in as an active licensee, getting that full year of one-on-one coaching, come get the training only material for $5,000 instead of $20,000. Learn everything because you're going to get a big box, a lot of stuff. You're going to go through it. We're going to start systematically teaching you the business. Again, Amelia will be available to answer a lot of your questions. For those of you who are working with her, she's pretty good about responding, Johnny on the spot. That's why she uses her own personal email because she could even do it if she's on the weekend or on the road, whatever. She's really good. A couple more. Well, here's the deal. All right. I already threw a lot at you. This is already a long video. I don't even know how long this video is, but we'll save the next couple of emails for next time because we already got another 6 here, and I know we're not going to get those. So here's the deal. I just want to recap real quick. If you're an active UMTPG member, use the benefits. Take advantage. Get us your up-to-date mailing address because we're going to have more things, materials coming out free. I'm talking about free stuff because you're an active member. It's free. Get us your up-to-date mailing address. Contact Karen at milliondollartransportation.com. Get her your up-to-date mailing address. We're going to send you free that DVD. It's almost an hour long, that conference call talking specifically about how to use your market analysis, how to do the strategic planning, all that kind of good stuff. Get that. Likewise, if you're an active member, use admin accounting. If you're not, use QuickBooks. QuickBooks is great. It's awesome. Whatever. But if you're not using anything, and some of you are still stuck in the Stone Ages, you're still doing stuff on paper, you're crazy. You got to use a SaaS product, so at least use admin accounting. For those of you who, from now until I get tired because I'm so enthusiastic about the current situation, inspired by this hardworking dude here who wanted to send a gift card, Anybody who purchases the my DVD series, we're going to make sure we ship you a copy of the Roundtable Gathering, which is also included in the youarethebroker.com training material, because there's a good portion there about brokers as well. So if you invest in the DVD series or the one-on-one, I'm going to make sure I also get you a free copy of that Roundtable Gathering. That'll be great info, great content for you. Likewise, I don't see, Amelia didn't include your name on here, but if you are serious about starting your own broker business, you're not ready to come in at the $20,000 price point as a licensee, contact Amelia. We will get you going for the training only material at a fraction of the cost. That will allow you to ease in. You can learn the business, learn everything, move systematically forward. When you're ready, then just invest the difference and become an active licensee. That's a lot of people have done that. It's worked out great. A lot. So I'm going to wrap up here because I know this has been a long video and I got to take off. But guess what? The best is yet to come. I will tell you this too. Be excited. This is exceptionally exciting times. That businessman office is going to be reelected. I told you a long, long time ago what was happening. The Looney Tunes are literally running a parallel election to a traditional election. We've never seen anything like this before, at least in such a scale. They've done it in scale. I mean, these guys are literally, Trump is landsliding. He's winning. He's duplicating the same map that he did in 2016, but even higher margins. Florida in bigger margins, Texas, Carolina, all this kind of stuff. But they're not calling the states for them. But as soon as they can call something for the dementia patient, they call him right away. Then all of a sudden when they see that he's about to blow this thing out of the water, all of a sudden they call Arizona, all the other states, stop counting. I wonder why. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the night, 138,000 ballots show up, all for the dementia patient. 98,000 ballots, all for the dementia patient. 42,000, all for the dementia patient. You notice how they're always all round number, just enough, and they're all for the dementia patient. Because what they're doing is, the fake news, lamestream media, they're not telling you, that they have legitimately, they have an industrial complex in place. It's almost like dialogue, it's like a purchase order. They stopped the election, they stopped the counting, delayed it, ordered what they needed, all of a sudden things start coming in, and it's all for the dementia patient. There is so much legal standing. The best is yet to come. Stay tuned and watch. That businessman office is going to stay in office. This is going to lead to, because he's a fighter, he's not a bitch like all the other spineless sellout Republicans. This is going to lead to voter identification. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. These are exciting times. Be enthusiastic, be of good cheer. The best is yet to come. When you do, when you be of good cheer, you sound mind, strong body, good heart, I'll see you at the top.